Wow. That just lets you know how much we've done, how far we have come. Unbelievable. God bless each and every one of you. When I see that intro, I just get hyped. Thank you so much for everybody being here. God bless each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's do the thing that we do every single time here on this show, or most of the time. Let's put the lemon into the water. Decalcify that pineal. That's what the main reason that we're doing this is. Decalcify that pineal. So good. I was out there kayaking today. Hope you got outside. Hope you had a good time. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Let's break down Bitcoin. Let's talk about the charts. Let's see what's happening tonight for Bitcoin and the weekly. For Bitcoin and the weekly candle Casper, as I'm talking, shooting to the upside, all the way to 3.5, 3.3 actually, all the way up to almost 3.4. Casper just absolutely blasting to the upside. I don't know if you remember, but last night we talked about Casper. I saw it on the 4-hour time frame. I said I'm loading up for the move to the target, and look, there is the target. It hit the target. 21% gain if you rode with me last night. Who here was watching the show last night when I talked about Casper and I said, man, I'm loading up? And who here saw me just throw extra money into Casper for a swing trade to the upside? And look at Casper hitting the target for 21% gains. The 4-hour time frame looked like it was going to blast to the upside. The 4-hour time frame blasted to the upside. I saw this last night, and that's all I needed to see. Breakout was just starting to begin. We got this curve on this lack of formation on the MACD with the white pink already showing. Told me there could be moves, falling volume, falling price. I'm not saying it's like everything, but that was the beginning of the move. RSI was also in a falling volume, falling wedge. Really, that could break up to the upside. I liked what I was seeing here for Bitcoin. So shout out to everybody here that's rocking with me. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. Let's take a look at that beautiful chat. Shout out to everybody here on the chat. Bubbles were popping, scooped up some CAS yesterday. I'm going to swing trade a bag on top of that. I believe you said I'm going to swing trade yeah, CAS front running the market. It's telling us what's coming. Yes, sir. Saw it. Maybe $13 could have kept it, but happy to be in profits. You called it, my man. CAS front running the market. I'm telling you what's coming. Shout out to John Wick trading in the house. John Wick, we love you. All right. So anyway, that was last night. Called it to the upside. It got the blast. I also did take profits already a little early. I took about 11-12%. I was out of the trade. Shout out to anyone that took some profits on this trade. Shout out to anyone that didn't. Even if you just saw it, God bless you. But that's what happens on this channel. I was talking about this last night. What will I talk about tonight? I'll tell you what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about our baby right here. ITrust Capital. Boom, boom, boom. That's right. ITrust Capital, the place to move your Roth IRA or IRA into a crypto IRA. Tax-free, where you can buy and sell your cryptocurrency tax-free inside of that IRA. Only, completely regulatory, ready to go, ITrust Capital is the place to be. I love ITrust Capital because they have options for all sorts of cryptocurrencies, including XRP that they just opened up, buying and selling for XRP. So pretty cool that they got that going on as soon as humanly possible. So jump on it today. Join the movement with ITrust Capital in the United States. Buy and sell your cryptocurrency tax-free. Obviously, you will have to access it at a later time. And I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice. You got to do whatever makes you happy. But if I was going to open up an IRA or do anything like that, I would open up with ITrust Capital, put some Bitcoin in there, and be able to hold my cryptocurrency tax-free inside of my IRA with ITrust Capital. Anyway, Caspa moving nicely to the upside. Let's get back down to business. Let's take a look at Bitcoin USD on the weekly chart. I like to delete all work that I was doing. I keep a chart kind of ready for this idea. Double click price action, take away the moving averages, and we're just going to take a look at what happened. Weekly already is green, which is nice, back above 30,300. That's all we want, really. But here we go. The weekly candle opened at 30,168.26. The high was 31,862.21. The low was 29,920.31. The candle would close at 30,247.64. It would be up $79.26 from when it began, up 0.26%. So it was a green candle, but it opened, if you can believe it, on the week at 30,168. It closed at 30,247. It basically opened where it began. That's your weekly candle right there. This green, and that it's a bearish hammer. You know, upside down would be a bullish hammer. It's a bearish hammer with way more wick to the downside than to the upside, right? So far, the next candle opening is green. Let's see if we can keep that going into the next week. And some could say it's just a flag. That's fine. But, you know, we could be double topping here. And we did not close a candle above the resistance. The resistance was 30,300. I talked about it over and over again. We had to close a weekly candle above 30,300 to remain bullish. We did not do that. All right. Problem right there. Problem. So, and that's kind of where we sit. So, bullish things. The 21 crossed nicely and continued to cross on the weekly. It's a bullish sign. We back tested it through multiple assets throughout the world on, you know, from Forex to gold to anything you want. I don't care what it is. And it's a very bullish sign, which I've seen turn into very bullish things. So, anything is possible, but it's a very, very, very bullish sign. All right. All right, moving forward. Just want to make that clear for Bitcoin. And I'm not telling you I'm bullish. Oh, do this. I'm just saying go back test this. And I can't, and just because that happened, and then we could dump it in its face, it doesn't mean that we have to do what the other assets did all those other times. But it's like a 99% accurate indicator that bullishness will be coming from this. Now, maybe we dip and dive up around this area. It doesn't say, oh, it's all love, but it just says these are your bottoms. Price action will continue to go to the upside, you know. You hadn't gotten it in these other places, even though you had gotten big moves. You hadn't got a substantial cross on a moving average yet. 21 across the 50. That was the beginning. Now and soon the 50 will cross the 200, and that will be basically the butter. You know, the end of all that. Remember, always remember your trend. You know, low, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, higher, high. Right? We broke this high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. You know, we're on the cusp of putting in a higher high. As long as we make a high above these highs and we get somewhere up in here before we break this low, if we come down and we end up breaking this low, then we have to assume a lower low and a lower high, and you know, this beautiful little trend that we began will be over. But right now, this trend is beautiful and it's still intact completely. Low, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low. Got to put in that higher high, like a significant one too. Even if we may have barely pinched it right there and we did put in a higher high, we want to hold that though. You know, that did close at 30,600, you know. So we did get a candle closing already above the high. So we did break the high. Technically, we could kind of do whatever now, just make a higher low. We just can never break this low. That's, you know, or the trend isn't in. So we have a trend on the weekly, and we have a significant moving average crossing a significant moving average that is shown on multiple other assets throughout the world to be a very, very big sign. We have it here coming on the 3-day, and the 3-day still really just in a sideways, like nothing to worry about. Like if you look at the 3-day, like it's just been business as usual, just sideways price action, and that's a bullish rectangle that still has a 68% chance of a break to about 37,234. Like no batting an eyelash here on the 3-day chart, you know. That will change on the other time frames, but I just want you to visualize that for now. Keep that idea up there. So 3-day bullish too, right? Overbought on the oscillator, I'll tell you that, right? Which means we could get a bigger dump, but we've gone over this idea, and when things are more bullish, this could be actually kind of you can get one more big push out here, and a lot of big moves come when you're high on the 3-day. Like right there was a big pump. Here was a curve here. We were kind of curving up, and we still pumped. And if you go way back, I could spend time on it, but that 3-day chart has been very bullish. Even right here, we were curving, but we started to come up right there, but we still had our second leg up to the upside, even though we were getting some divergence. I mean, we got divergence, and even here we were flat, and then we got a huge move, and we're kind of like right there. So I'm not saying it has to happen. I'm just being open-minded and showing you guys some signs of things that maybe people haven't thought about or could be possible. You know, that's all. That's all. Nothing crazy. So that's what I'm looking at. Lost a Little. This is called Lost a Little by Brendan Muller. Now we're going to move on into the daily time frame. Okay. Daily looking bullish, finally a double bottom curving, and look like it could finally do some damage. Every time we've hit the bottom of the range, we've decided to come to the top of the range. You know, you can almost say it was something like this, and we just dipped off, or you could connect this and say, okay, we took a wick to it, at least. And let's deep dive this idea here, but the daily finally curving, could we get a bounce back to the upside? Daily looking like it could try to crawl back. 22 as well, looking interesting. And even the 4-hour has momentum to the upside so far, right? Weekly candle could have been worse. It's got some volatility to it, but it was lighter than normal, you know. So this is speculation because I can only draw like one thing here. I could connect it to there, I guess, and you know. Super crazy though. But let's see what happens if we can get tight inside some type of range here and begin to build and break out. Got a falling wedge beginning to form on the 1. Possible double bottom, or like, you know, we could bounce here back to the upside, measured move. Price action looking real ugly though, I'll be honest. You got this like rounded top, which was the head and shoulder that broke to the downside. Shoulder, head, shoulder. We were talking about that. It broke down. We went over that. We saw that one coming. V-shaped recovery back to the upside. We talked about it because it went down so fast. Could it come up so fast? It did that. Made a flag, broke out the flag, got rejected, right? And so now we have resistance at 30,466 where we wick to. And like the 30,400 area, you know. 1 hour does show signs of a possible move up. 15-minute also. So interesting. When the 15-minute and the 1 hour are both aggressively turning like that, I wouldn't be surprised if we got to push out. We got to get back above 30,300. That's the level to break back. And we got to get back above 30,425. You know what I mean? Super important we get back above these levels. So I'll be watching this type of falling wedge, honestly, to see if we can break up to the target there of 30,677. The 15 and the 1 hour both suggest that that's a higher possibility based on the aggressive movement of these stochastics. You know, like they're both turning up pretty nicely to the upside. Makes me believe we could get a nice move for Bitcoin. So that's what I'm looking for. A possible move all the way to 30,664 for BTC. So for tonight, Bitcoin we're going to watch the 15-minute and the 1 hour inside this falling wedge. See if it might come up, come down one more time and bounce. But we want to see if this thing can make a move to the upside. Bearish scenario is, let's see, I mean, could say this whole thing, like, let's get rid of this for a second here. We could say this whole thing is just in a flag. And it could try to break down like the length of this. I mean, you'd be looking at 29,250. And you just get a massive dump down. It could happen. So let's see if the smaller time frame can save the day here. The 1 hour and the 15 can push us up to the upside. Daily's a little oversold. 22 is a little oversold. Right? 4 hour has momentum. 1 hour is oversold. Pushing up 15-minute. All the time frames are saying, hey, I want to get a move to the upside for Bitcoin. But that's just what the oscillators is saying. Who knows? Well, that's the probability of what the oscillators are saying. They can change. Right now, that's just the probability. All right. Measured move is 30,660, we'll call it. All right. If we get the breakout for Bitcoin. 15-minute looks nice. Like we could get the attempt to the upside. Anything is possible, but it looks pretty lovely to me. You never know. You tell me. Shout out to everybody here in the chat. Appreciate each and every one of you. Stay hydrated. New moon coming, not the best thing either. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate all your love, all your support, super chats, and every little thing that you give us. $11.99 in super chats, 151 likes, 425 people on the live. Thank you so much for coming on in to the live. Fernando drinking black tea. God bless you, brother. I see you up there. I see you, my friend. I see you. I see you. Yeah, but still, the bags are big. The bags are big. The bags are big. The Casper bags are just getting bigger and bigger. I believe it is raining beautifully outside right now. Been raining on and off the last few days, but it's been a beautiful rain. So Casper at 335. $62,000. Yeah, there you go. So remember, it was 1,700 last night, the batch, and look, it's up $300 to $2,087. Casper just banging on them. The bag of Casper now up huge. Up 10.4. Look at that, 10.4, $10,400 bag of Casper now pierced the $10,000 range for Casper. All right. Liver, you should get a Casper ASIC miner. I really want to get one. I'm serious. Show me the way, and I will get down. Show me the way. I'm positive it's raining, but I just can't. Yeah, it's got to be. Sounds nice, too, though. Okay, get a Casper miner today, baby. Hey, Lifer, could we look at AVAX? Check out Ice River KSO. Maybe next time, my man. Maybe next time. I love you, though. I love you. All right. I saw comp in a possible little flag here. If Bitcoin can kind of stay steady and get a move, comp will follow and get a pump to the upside. Might not be a huge gain, but might be a little bit of a scalp there, 15%. Something to look at, this little flag on comp. Compound. See how I did that? I compounded it. No, I'm just mad. I'm out of my mind. Anyway, Bitcoin 2.0. We were watching it. It had the pump up for 40%, came back down. I don't own any, and I know nothing about it, but it's interesting to me. And it's coming back down Fibonacci-wise from that initial into the 618, 786 Fibonacci retracement area. Might be something to think, I don't know. I wouldn't touch it, actually. It's super high risk. But maybe we'll just watch it and see if it actually plays out the way TA wants it to play out. Just to see if meme coins follow TA, if anything else. Just kind of just in case. You know what I mean? Shout out to the super chats. Let's see what's up there. Do you think Zilliqua and Aave are a good hold? I think they were last bull market. This market, they're all right. I think they'll do good. I think there's better coins out there, but I think they'll do all right. I think Casper will be better, but you never know. They're solid holds, though. I think you're looking at a 10x for Aave and something like a 10 to maybe 15x for Zilliqua. Maybe, possibly more, but I wouldn't think, TA on a BRC20 called TRAC would be appreciated. It's on Gate.io. TRAC USDT on Gate.io. My man. Let's take a look at it. TRAC. Gate.io. Thing has been mooning, so congratulations if you jumped in. What an absolute moon. Look at that thing. Wish we knew about it back when it was 7 cents. Wow. So this went from 7 to 68 cents overnight. And look at that, too. You could have even seen this. It's just the ascending triangle. A lot of times when something's this early, it's just that simple to identify a move, And you take the length of that pole. There's nothing else you can do. And that's where this one, boom. You nail it. Anyway, this thing looks like it's just could continue to moon here. 1 hour time frame also in a similar kind of downward flag, very similar to Bitcoin. It's watching Bitcoin. You got a bearish divergence there, though. That's swinging down while that's swinging up. Tells me that maybe time, and it's been on just an unbelievable tear. Since the 5th of July, right, when it was 12 cents, 10 cents. The 2nd of July, it was 8 cents. It went to a high all the way of 80. It did a 10x. It did a 10x in 10 days, which is pretty crazy. TRAC, a BRC20 on Gate.io for my man Rocket Dog, who's been in the trading group a long time. Shout out to Rocket Dog. Been a crypto lifer a long time. I remember when I first ever had our one-on-one tutoring. God bless you and your family. Thank you for being here. Thank you for always being a crypto lifer, throwing down super chats, being a part of the community. TRAC looks like it could continue to pump up to 105, but remember the bigger time frames are starting to get overbought, right? Your 4-hour time frame probably needs to chill out and come back to the 21-day moving average, right? So if I would flag it out, I would, you could attempt to scalp that 1 hour, or you could hold back and attempt to flag out the 4. There's still a chance it does continue here once it touches the 21-day moving average. He's got to see what kind of shape it wants to make. Something like that would make sense to me. And I'll even put an alert on it. I'll track it for you. I'll track for you. But ching, where's my studio drummer when you need him? Are you bullish on Multiverse X? Do you hold it? I do hold it, and I'm very bullish on it. I hope that's enough. But yes, I do. I hold EGLD. Multiverse X, yes, for sure. Can we check H-bar? Thank you. H-bar, my man, wants to look at H-bar. We'll take a look at H-bar. Crypto Rambler, bang, bang, my man in the house. God bless you all. And Burke gifting a membership. God bless you. Lieutenant Dan Dangle jumped on in. Ooh. And people love being a member of the Crypto Lifer crew. Jump on in today. Exclusive live streams in the backcountry, in the woods. That's what I'm saying. You're going to get exclusive live streams that don't happen in the studio. They happen outside. The deep dives. The places nobody gets to see. That's where you'll get to be. Become a member today. Jump on in. And just support the channel and see some things that you never thought possible behind the scenes. All right. All completely up and up. You know, I'm just being, sounds a little OnlyFans there. I want to make sure that doesn't go that way. Shout out to everybody here. Grabbed some TRAC at 6 cents, but didn't know it would go parabolic. Man, you made a beautiful call. Shout out to your I don't know what, your 12x, I guess, 15x. I mean, what a move. What a move. Amazing. I traded and got screw XRP ADA chart. Yikes. Yeah, I don't know about XRP Cardano, if that's the move. So honestly, I didn't see a lot of pickings last night. Caspa to me was the move, and boy, oh boy, did it continue to deliver to the upside. Let's take a look at that 1 minute chart. Does it finally have a bullish divvy on it? It kind of does, yeah, that's swinging down, but that's swinging up. Eventually should start getting some type of pullback here. What a run up though for Caspa. And to me, it was all about that 4-hour time frame, making that aggressive move up on the stochastics. And we may even continue here, but Caspa, what a move. We gave you Caspa, remember, when it was in this cup and handle. I shouldn't even have taken it away, but this is the call that I gave, like, I don't know, on 7-11, 7-7 or whatever. You can go even, we can look in the, but, so that call is now up. And I got in right there too, 66% gains, trading group style, right? And then this one last night, 22%. So, what a beautiful move. And you saw me throw down in front of everyone. You know, I was like, yo, I'm in. What's good, Lifer? Can we check out Polkadot buying and selling levels? Happy Sunday, my man. Let's take a look at Polkadot. And I look at this MEXC stuff mostly. I like MEXC mainly. That's going to be like my go-to chart, if you don't mind. So talking about Polkadot breaking out of this flag, it did do that. Came back down, seems to be flagging again, bit of a cup with a handle here. Could break on out. 4-hour looks nice to me for a move. We'll get to that in a second, but Polkadot looks like something could happen here. And the whole Polkadot ecosystem to me has been brewing. I don't know if anyone else has noticed. Past few weeks, it's been picking up a little bit of steam. Number one, whenever you get these tight moving averages and this lingers, I would not be surprised if Polkadot would make this pump and get somewhere to its next resistance, either here or here, you know, probably that level right about there makes sense to me for Polkadot. Isn't that funny? Look, resistance. Previous support becomes resistance. Can't get to it. We would come right back to that zone. It's interesting. So, number one, I could see the 3-day pumping up to the 200 SMA there. All right. Number two, the daily's in limbo, but it doesn't mean it's over, and it could just be consolidating a little bit more here. And then the 4 hours in this falling wedge flag. Looks like it could get a breakout. And it's got a cup and handle feel to it, you know. Burke gifted another membership. Burke, we love you. And Burke, you are the man. Where's my Caspa at? Where's my Caspa crew at? Burke's one of the big times. Burke, you're on the Caspa yacht, hanging out. When we sell Caspa at the top, what price are you going to sell your Caspa at? $150, $2.30, $2.10. So a possible 11% pop out of Polkadot. You were looking at bigger time frame ideas. I mean, your low that you bounce from is $4. Your next big high resistance, $6.92. And then this area you're going to have to deal with is $6. So to me, you made a high, you made a secondary high where you bounced off of 485, bounced there and came up. So to me, like, if you were to come back to high $4 would be a really good price to buy into. You're fighting really hard to attempt to stay above 520 area right now. That would become your new bottom if you could stay above it. But only time will tell, you know. Caspa and Casper, we love them both here on this channel. So I love Casper too, and we love the Caspa crew. The Caspa crew, baby. KASPA. I'm new to crypto and I'm starting with $200. Do I have hope? LOL. You have whatever you believe you have. And I know that sounds interesting, but it is true. You have whatever you believe you have. If you have it, then you have it. If you believe that money could turn into more, could turn into more, could turn into more, and all great things could come, then they can. But if you think it's probably going to turn into nothing and nothing will happen, then it won't. All depends on what you think will happen. You can make it happen. Just made 400% gains on Sol right now. On the live with 30x levered, high risk at 27 to 28. Knowledge the lifer is real. That RSI, my man, banging on him. The RSI divergence, man. All you need is that RSI divvy. Thank you so much for the Polkadot question. Hope you got a good idea there. And Solana continuing to pump to the upside. Interesting. Sol USDT on MEXC. And we were talking about this thing continuing to moon. We had another little flag there. Hasn't popped out that flag, but we had this falling wedge. See? Even with kind of an inverted, and Sol has been pushing to the upside for whatever reason, pumping nicely. Solana at 27.84. Solana. See the top gainer of the day here on KuCoin. Right now, it's been reset, right? But at the present moment, EOS up 12%. Atom, Mana, and are those the 3L tokens? Usually they are, because they're the ones that get those. Let me see here. Yes. Oh, 3S, sorry. The 3S token's up a little bit. Markets has twisted back on the altcoins. But Solana 3L still pumping up 3.64%. Solana, one of the bigger gainers of the day, continuing to pump to the upside. Sad that KuCoin is done. Mainly MEXC Global for us traders. All right, MEXC Global, KuCoin, both have a lot of the same trades. But get yourself a MEXC Global account today. I'm telling you right now, it's the way out. I mean, we need to supplement the way we trade. So, first thing I would do would join my trading group, because we're going to be scouring for the best trades. And right now, it's harder. So you need all the resources you can get. And I believe one of the best resources you can get is a trading group run by someone that doesn't take a day off, that puts every single thing they have into it, and then has been part of other trading groups and understands the ecosystem, the flow, the energy needed to keep it moving, and has such a great place for you to learn. Also, open up a MEXC account today. It'll blow your mind. Yeah. I was just showing you my MEXC right here, and where you can buy and sell spot. Here's the futures account, right? But you can buy and sell spot too as well, which is awesome. All right. Sunday night into Monday, worst time to open up a futures trade. If you want to, go ahead, do whatever makes you happy. I usually, take my time off of trading on these nights. Quick TA on PEPE, please, said James Schweigen Jr., my man, who's fiending for that PEPE look. You know what? We love you, and I just saw that out of the corner of my eye. Let's take a look at PEPE for you, my man. Oh, Pepe. Pepe 1, Pepe 2, Pepe 3 and 4 and 5. Pepe's gotta stay alive. Oh, Pepe. Pepe. No. But Pepe bounced off some really nice Fibonacci levels and taught people a lot about their fibs. I kept drawing it and saying, well, go back to the 786, even to the 886. We got pretty close to the 886 retracement. Which was one of the healthiest things you can do. Came back up, right? And you can kind of say that this little niche here is going to be like that, a place and right there. And we got above it. And then we formed, I guess we could say we did form this because we wicked. We wicked to this area and we bounced once. That was a scary sound on your computer, right? And you're like, oh my God, what button did I press? And right now, Pepe is, you know, it's inside the symmetrical. That's a symmetrical triangle for Pepe. And it's fighting to get that bounce back to the top of the channel. If it does, Pepe could break out on some big numbers. Symmetrical triangles break out 50% of the time. They break down 50% of the time. They're 50-50 patterns. They're not the best patterns most of the time. Even though by the book 50-50, I see them break down more than they break up, right? They break down. Pepe goes to that 0, to 10 basically. It breaks up. Pepe back to 22, and like we're in business for a possible bigger move. Not a lot of resistance for Pepe, and it's already moved through some resistance already, telling me it's more likely to break up than break down. And I like what I'm seeing on the stochastics RSI so far. Also, the 4-hour time frame in that falling wedge, like we're seeing, can Bitcoin get that move? The whole market's trying to get that kind of bounce back up. Sorry, get rid of that. But the whole market's trying to get that bounce back up here out of what like could be like a falling wedge. See, even Pepe's in that wedge. So we'll see what happens. You got that kind of cup with the handle, just like Bitcoin. You can see how Pepe is resembling Bitcoin. Bitcoin tends to ripple through all time frames, all coins. All right. But that's Pepe. And then the bigger idea is that Pepe could be in like a bigger one of these, I don't know. Something like that. But I don't want to go too hard on you, I would be watching Pepe in this consolidation. It has a range where it can't get above resistance at 18, and it has a range that it keeps bouncing off of at 14. So until it loses the range, I would expect it to stay inside Pepe. James Schweigen Jr. in the house. Anytime, Jimmy. God bless you, brother. Wasn't me. I have the hookup on KuCoin accounts if need. By the way, Jay Davis, can you email me, CryptoLifer at Gmail, CryptoLifers, and tell me what you're talking about? I'm serious, because like if you really do, don't BS. Maybe we can work out a deal, huh? Me and you on the way, huh? A little bit of this, a little bit of that over here. But email CryptoLifers at Gmail. Tell me how you have that, because I need to know. Well, let me know. Please email me and we can have like a Zoom or something, and I would desperately love that. If you could help me out, it would be amazing. Anyway, recording the class is available 7 days a week. Yeah, we teach an amazing Crypto Lifer course. Today we also taught an amazing leverage course, my man. Master Friend, Lifer Friend. Some people know him as Lifer Friend, the Master Friend. Inside the Trading Group, taught his amazing leverage style and system in which he has been perfecting and adding ideas to. Super worth the money. It was amazing to see that many people jumping on in, and what a blessing it was to be there. So don't be a bear, don't be a bull, be a wolf. Follow the moon. Amen. Shout out to Jawu, my man. We love you, brother. Thank you. Today is Moon Day, big day, my man. He knows his moon phases. If you have any questions about your 99 membership, email CryptoLifers at Gmail. If you have to pick between XLM, File, and Quant, I would pick Stellar Lumens. But, I mean, Filecoin actually likes to move hard, though. I think Filecoin would probably make the most money. If I had to guess, it would be Filecoin. Remember, if you want to join the trading group, everyone, right there, the link is there. If you want to join MEXC, right there, the link is there. We make it super easy. It's pinned by the Crypto Lifer in the live comments. Jump on in today. Hit one of those. It's super simple. Mr. J just gifted Lifer memberships. Jump on in. James Schwagen jumped on one. Danny Diaz jumped on one. Matt MTMD jumped on one. Flying Blind Bum was gifted a membership. We love you. Lid Glass was gifted a membership, and those 5 were just snatched on up. Lid Glass with the $2 and the love. We love you. And send that love. I'm sending that love right now. Ba 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 ba. Thank you so much for gifting those memberships. That is a blessing. Very nice of you to do. Blessings on blessings. So slow candle close tonight. Not as much volatility as we expected. Follow me at CryptoLifer. I'd greatly appreciate it. 15,008 followers, on our way to 16,000 followers. Tell me why Casper will 100x or not. And can Casper go to 50 billion in market cap? It's not possible, but too early to tell. Let's wait for the bull market to kick off. I definitely think it'll 100x. Wow. Casper has incredible development coming. It's a live, thriving community. Here's just some. Rust the Log node, already community funded. 100 million CAS, improving performance from 100 bits per second to 300 transactions per second to 10 bits per second to 3,000 transactions per second, while keeping node requirements low. And that's probably going to continue if I read through all that. It's better and faster than ETH, Litecoin, and Bitcoin. Take a look at the gentleman's paper. He's a listing research led in Binance US. No. I believe it will be 5,000x like ETH did. Wow. I would like Casper to be a long-term contender for the open financial system while keeping faith to the fundamentals of Satoshi. So in a sense, Casper aims to implement a vision which once upon a time was Bitcoin's vision. Uh-oh. One of those Bitcoin influencers have started chilling it yet because funny. It'll probably 100x because I'm not holding any. You're welcome. Yes, you're funny. It'll not 100x because the developers are mentioned in the Ethereum white paper. Hoskinson also referenced them. It was fair launch. It's fast. Proof of work. Proof of tokens are getting est on. Its lead dev, Yanan, may have been Satoshi himself. It'll not 100x. 200x. It is. Wow. It's the fastest proof of work as proof of stake tokens are getting S on. Yeah. Wow. Just dropped another Sunday sauce. He likes Casper. Look at that. Frankie Candles on my Casper call. And Casper's been my coin since day one. I've been saying it over and over again. Will Brady come back into the NFL? Will Tom Brady come back? Seems to be the talk of the town right now. Will Tom Brady come back? I think you got to do it right. My OCD. Will Tom Brady come back to the NFL? I think he can. I think he will. I say why not? You know, Giselle ruined his whole year the first time. You know, he's got to come back and do it right. He got to have his last year the right way and not go out the way he did. You know what I mean? I would want to come back and do it right. Not with everyone talking behind my back about me and my wife breaking up. Like, I'd want to come back and do it correct. You know what I mean? Personally. And I know he has that same fever, that same sauce. You know? So, Tom Brady. 5-minute Casper call here could really continue up to the upside. Casper's getting kind of scary. I tell you, when I put my wand on something and I'm like, there it is, it tends to moon like that. Moon City, baby. My hand, right as it came up, my hand hit. My hand hit a key. All right, there we go. Wow, this thing is just mooning. And so we had it on the 5-minute right there, and it was like in a little flag there. So I just wanted to check on that. I mean, that thing could technically, I mean, I'm out of the swing trade. I'm in for the long haul. Almost makes me want to swing the whole bag, you know. I feel like, no eat, no pay's coming now. And I have this, because that was the song last time, same kind of, and there it was. That low. So Caspa could continue all the way up to like 3.5. That'd be 2 on 3.5. That's like 2 on 35. It's like 7% because 3 would be 10. 5.5. Interesting. Possible scalp though. It's very high risk. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it, but I'm just looking at could that TA extend? And I'm always also, a lot of times I'm experimenting. I want to see myself. If I chart it and I leave it there, can it make that move? Can we get the push to the upside? Can we get the bump on up? All right. Coin market cap. I'll look for hard coins when the market's a little flatter. In the last few hours, Axie Infinity getting a little bit of a move up, 3.5%. Nothing else really shining tonight. Really just a flat market on a Sunday night. Axie Infinity, the only thing kind of trying to give some love right now. And that's AXS USDT Axie Infinity. If I could spell, I would, but I can actually spell. I can't type. I always got to correct that because I'm a good speller. I was like spelling bee number 1. I was really good at spelling, but typing not so much. Axie looks like it's about to blast on the 4-hour time frame. Axie looks just very similar to Caspa last night. They look identical. Remember, I was like, Caspa's about to blast. So Axie's the next on the radar, likely to continue up in this 4-hour. It did break out. I'd look for a flag on a smaller time frame, but I just wouldn't be surprised if Axie came and hit this target here to the upside. Axie looking juicy, very, very juicy. Axie Infinity looking absolutely lovely, to be honest, if you ask me. And you don't have to ask me. You could just be like, I don't care what the Crypto Lifer says. We didn't ask you. I love that, Well, guess what? We didn't ask you. All right, well, I'm sorry that I said something. But if you did ask me, I would have told you that I think it can make some gains. That I believe that the charts convey that gains are there. Not that I think anything could happen, right? Pushing to the upside, 17.2% gains coming out of Axie Infinity. I like what I'm seeing here. A resistance at 651. You get above that, you're probably likely skyrocketing up to that 750 area for Axie. Aggressive move on that 4-hour stochastic tells me that I wouldn't be surprised if Axie did get a pump here on the 4-hour time frame. It looks just like Caspa did last night, and Caspa did get the pump. I'm not saying just because that, but it looks interesting to me. So, likelihood of a continuation move here for Axie Infinity on my radar. That is a bullish chart. Anyway, yeah. And I don't want to bombard. I don't see a lot of awesomeness, and it's Sunday night into Monday morning. It's not when I go trade crazy and open up tons of trades. I'm always speculating, always paying attention, always taking a look. I mean, if you can see that the 4-hour on a lot of different coins is starting to show some promise, right? You're getting golden crosses. You're getting, look at the aggressive nature of the stochastics. Usually follows through with some good price action to the upside. Optimism may be getting a pump back up to the 170 area. All right. I'm not a favor of this setup or coin specifically, but you look for just setups like this, You look for tightness in the moving averages, curve up on the stochastics. Right now, a lot look pretty good on the 4-hour time frame. There's a lot of love on the 4-hour time frame. Okay. Who here took the leverage class and how did you like it? Let us know in the comments. Just want to know who took the leverage class today and what you think of it. Let the other people know about it so they can also take it. Let them know about your experience. Let us know. We want to know. We just want to know how you felt. And we just want to read it. If it was good, it was awesome. If there's something you want us to go over, if there's something changed, or if you just absolutely loved it. Whatever it is, we want to know. Okay. Bitcoin. Flat as an arrow. Wait, look at this. One thing I want to see. No. That was. But we looked at everything we could really today, in my humble opinion. I deleted everything off of, I was about to say, there's no work here? There's no work over here. Where did I do most of my work? On the Coinbase chart, right? And we might as well look at BOOKMAP too, and take a look at what BOOKMAP is saying. Well, I was out there on a kayak today going in. Just a couple hours in the water, 3-4 hours, but it was good enough. And it was tough against the waves. We pushed through, me and my buddy there. Shout out to my man Greg, GBTV, on YouTube. GBTV, check him out. Everyone's going to make that YouTube move, man. I'm telling you. Everybody can put a little piece of their world out there, and people are interested. They want to see what's up. So we got a little bit of BOOKMAP loading here too. And BOOKMAP, just again, for the 5th time or 6th time in the last week, says liquidity to the downside, 30,000. 1,059 Bitcoins too, like a really big order this time. Now they're like, we're not playing, we're taking it down. It's a heat map order book. This is what BOOKMAP does. If you want it, link in the description below. You could hit up Doge, other coins, Bitcoin. You can see it's like having a 1-second chart is too. It's going to show you the actual charts. One thing to see the candles, but see the order book behind the candles is another thing. Really changes the game. We also have a liquidation indicator here that once you slap on, you can actually see the indications and the liquidations too, which is really, really nice. Hit the links below to BOOKMAP, Global Plus. You won't get it any less expensive than through my link, and you'll be able to see it just like I'm seeing it whenever you want, and make decisions based on liquidity and based on your other information. Just an added piece of knowledge in case you're about to go long, then you see a huge big liquidity down here. You may not want to get trapped in between that area. So 30,000. They suggest that we do go lower than higher on BOOKMAP. All right, right now you can kind of see like a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, and just bearish. Feels more bearish, kind of like a double, also like an M pattern here. Like it wants to dump to the downside. So just be really careful. I feel some bearish vibes tonight for Bitcoin as well. All right. Falling wedge does want to break to the upside. We're oversold in the 1 hour and the 15. Probability suggests we can get the flip back up, but just be careful. Liquidity is to the downside at 30K. We lose 30K, we go to 29, and then, and this could be looked at kind of like a bear flag with an M inside. And we showed you the measured move is to possibly 29,245. I'm not trading this tonight. I'm going to watch the dust settle, see what happens. Would love it if the smaller time frames can break us back above these local resistances at 30,500. That's really what we need to continue to stay bullish for Bitcoin. All right. It is what it is. Shout out to the $57 in chat revenue. May God bless each and every one of you for doing that. That's the nicest thing you could ever do, supporting the channel. TA on Quant, my man, asks. And my dude said, thanks for turning me on to Casper. You're the man. Shout out to Crypto Cash. God bless you, brother. Let's get all the way to the finish line this time. All right. I want you to fly me out on your Casper bags. And I want to come out there and do actually go fishing on the Tahoe. Will Flux do a 20 to 30x? I believe you can get a possible 20x out of Flux. I don't know about anything else, but I like it. It's cool. I don't own any anymore. I got disenfranchised from it when I got the 3 commas hack and they got all my Flux. So Sorry about that. It's not Flux's fault. I love Flux. Even met some people who work for Flux at the event, and they were nice. Nice guys. Nice people. All right. Can we look at render, please? Love to all the lifers. Shout out to Jedi M. We love you, brother. Thank you. Shout out to Kid and Casey in the house. Shout out to Lazaro Alberto, Rocket Dog, Lid Glass, and all the awesome people who sent super chats. And my man, Crypto Cash. We love you, brother. Thank you for the $19.99 super chat. You're amazing. So let's take a look at render, said my man. RNDR. Render. Render token over here. So render's been forming like a nice pullback right after a beautiful pump. You know, that's what I've been seeing recent. You know, just in general with render, right? I've been watching it in this same kind of idea here. We've had an alert on it, which I believe hit earlier today, and it was right here. We just want to see if render can kind of hold this zone. Right now, technically, you could say it's in a symmetrical triangle, getting tighter and tighter. It's going to make a decision sooner than later to the upside. Let's take a look at our 4 hour. Usually tells you where we'll go. And it's that falling wedge that the whole market's kind of in. So it looks like almost every coin's going to break out of a falling wedge in the next, by tomorrow. Curious to see Bitcoin dominance because this is like an altcoin dominant feel. But that's render. It's kind of, does have a shoulder, a head, right shoulders in a way, right? But it's in this symmetrical. I wanted to see it make a very, very long and big bullish consolidation for a larger trade. But right now, I wouldn't mind to see just that 4 hour breakout of this falling wedge here to the upside. That could be a nice little pop for render back up to 245. Okay. 4 hour, it looks really bullish. Look at Bitcoin dominance, and you want to see if Bitcoin dominance is about to give up a little something because the altcoins just look a little bullish. Yeah, it's overbought on the 4 hour time frame, and it's technically in kind of like a inverted head and shoulder there. Yeah, it's like, see that? Shoulder, head, shoulder. But it could also be looked at somewhat like a bear flag here, and we could get a further move to the downside as well. So right now we are overbought. And we'd like to see a little more juice come back to these altcoins, get that fall back to the downside. And it says we could get a little bit of move in these altcoins overbought on the Bitcoin dominance. That's interesting, right? And that's what we want to see. We want to get these altcoins. And I'm not saying it's alt season. We just every once in a while want to give them a little bit of love back so they don't get too hammered down. So when Bitcoin moves up a little bit, they get a little love. Bitcoin moves up, they get a little love. And it's a little give and take. You don't want just constant slamming on the altcoins. All right. I'm just saying. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for the 470 people on the live. 250 likes. $57 in chat revenue. God bless each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Thank you for being here. And everyone, I'm out for the night. I think that's going to be it on this slower, rainy summer night. Want you to get back to your families in July. Your kids might be off from school. I don't know what's going on. Make sweet love to your missus or whoever you got there, But everyone, we love you. Thank you for being here. May God bless each and every one of you for having a wonderful time with the Lifer. I'll be back tomorrow for another wonderful live stream. And we're watching Bitcoin in those flags on the 1 hour and the 15 minute. Just make sure we don't lose certain key areas and we go further down to 29,005. And further down. So God bless you all. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream, bright and early, 10 a.m., ready to rock. I'll see you on the next live. God bless you. Thank you for everything. Without each and every one of you, I would have nothing. I love you all. I appreciate it. You gave me purpose. You gave me a show. You gave me so much to look forward to every single day. And I'm very, very blessed. God bless you all. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow.